My dear, I'll put up with you, but any shit and you'll disappear on that fucking hill up there. Oh, fuck, something in me eye.
Hello, everybody. Thank you again for being here. This is another meme. I had it out on my community page, but I like to show you guys what I have there, so hopefully you'll go check it out. Just to check it out to have a laugh every day. That's all I want to do. I hope you like the beginning. I know the queen wouldn't curse, but I mean, that's probably what she was thinking in her head. I wouldn't blame her one bit. But anyways, I'm all about the laugh. So if anybody is totally brand new here, I do my stuff in chapter form just so that I kind of can keep it all together and I know what I'm doing. At the end of each chapter, I have what I call commercials, and those are just anything funny so we can, laugh at these two fools. We have to. That's all I can say about that. So anyways, let's just get right to it. Okay, so this one is updates, portrait, invisikids, of course, and what in the hell is up with the Yorks? Oh, I found out some stuff. Oh my God. Okay. So what I also wanted to tell you guys right away is the last time I put up a video, it took 30 hours for it to clear. And the reason, you guys, is every single one I put up gets demonetized like immediately. It's the computer. It just demonetizes it. I don't know why, but what I have to do, and I've talked to them at length, and this is the only thing I can do, is keep it on private until they manually check it, and then I put it on public. So sometimes lots of times I have info before even other people do, and yeah, I can't get it out. So if ever I'm behind or it seems like it's a little late getting out, that's why. I hope I know you guys have patience. You're wonderful. So I appreciate it. So I just want to warn y'all, right now it is Saturday or Friday morning. I apologize. Friday at like 6 a.m. So we will see how long it takes. But anyways, I don't like to yak. I said that last time, but I really, really don't. So let's just get to it. I thought I was done with this bloody trip, but apparently I'm not. I don't have much though, trust me, because I am so sick of this trip. But I saw this on X, like I said, the little, blue check is on X, from the Royal Rogue. And so I always give credit, always. So he says I usually skip this part, but honestly, you guys, I had no idea that she was the only one, not Harry even. She was the only one who had a part of the army, because they don't have private security in Nigeria. So this guy stood behind her. What in the Oh man. All I could say is what? She's worried someone's gonna do something to her. I guess in some ways I can kind of understand that, because we all want to. So I don't know, but it's a little bit ridiculous, and I just had to show you because what the hell. So I saw this online too, and then I wrote a young woman's elbow, LOL. No, I would say no. I was 42 once. I'm also 51. And that elbow looks closer to what mine does. Although mine doesn't even look that bad. But than a 42-year-old. So, I don't know. Okay, yes, this is from a sugar. However, I wanted to show it because she says, West African women are gorgeous. The skin, oh my God, Eden made. And I just wrote, the sugars are photoshopping the hell out of their quote-unquote queen. Because I 100% believe that the lady on the right looks like that. Rochel, no. And West African, okay, my ass. I'm sorry. I would love to see the proof that she's Nigerian. But of course, they're going to run with it and whatever. So I just thought I'd show you guys just for shits and giggles, I guess. So I saw this again on X from Royally Sage, and I was like, are you kidding me? Are the Harkos planning on grifting off another African country and have the local taxpayers in Ghana pay for their tour? Will they actually be vetting, or will they befriend other people indicted for fraud? I think they will take what cash grab they can. There also seems to be a desperation to get all the attention while the royals are on pause when there is an election illness. Right? Because it says exclusive, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle invited to Ghana after overwhelming success in Nigeria. You guys, this is why I do not believe MSM, the mainstream media. They lie, they flippin' lie. The West African country's officials and leading icons are very keen for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex to visit after their success in their neighboring country, Nigeria, says sources. Puke. I think it's time now, if it wasn't time before, for the king to step in. Honestly, this is getting out of hand completely. So Nanalu did this meme, and it's hilarious. Of course we're happy. This is our 6th anniversary. Don't they look thrilled? Don't they look in love? They can't keep their hands off each other. The smiles. I've never seen Meghan smile so much in my life. Honestly, you guys, like, I don't even think, well, I know the royals didn't say, hey, happy Anne, you know. I as far as I know, it wasn't really covered hardly at all. I mean, really. This is what I saw about it. It couldn't be leaked for the big day if it wasn't the night before. Hashtag Harry and Meghan are delusional. We knew we'd get a pap walk of some type, right? Hashtag Harry and Meghan are criminals. Hashtag Harry is a traitor. And I just wrote, that is a big-ass bottle of wine, and circled it, because holy crap, that is a big-ass bottle of wine. They probably needed it just to get through that flippin' ordeal. So honestly, like, I didn't even look it up. I am not even interested whatsoever in anything MSM has to blow up our ass about their anniversary. Because we all know it would be, oh, how they were in love and they would have fake pictures and bullshit. No. This is what it was all about. They weren't even together all by themselves having a romantic time. It was just a bloody joke. And that's all I'm going to say about their anniversary, because their marriage is a joke. So this, you guys, is totally epic. People are, they're Meg, right? And they replaced them with Kate Hudson. It's literally May 27th, the same exact date. They took the cover and changed it. So how well could that trip have gone if people, and an exclusive yet, took their freaking cover down? And you got to think, it's only for a week, right? It's not like a monthly cover. So it had to be pretty bad. I love this. This is perfect. Just like when they caught them coming home from LAX or LAX, and they were like not all lovey-dovey, because Backgrid are the people they call usually, right? So this time caught her in the ass, and I think that's funny. Bit him in the ass. Okay, so I decided I'm going to cover the portrait, King Charles's portrait. And I'm just putting the King and Queen of Denmark's portrait up first, because this is what a portrait should look like. I think we all can agree with that. I mean, what a lovely looking couple. The King of Denmark, I have a crush on him, to be honest. He's like really cute, hot, whatever. And he's a man's man, and I quite like that. And the Queen is gorgeous, beautiful, all of it. But the reason I decided to cover Charles is because Celt Views did. And if anybody knows Celt Views, she is very She plays by the rules. Doesn't do any kind of gossip, anything like that. Whereas, I always have a chapter for that. She does not. So she covered it, and I was shocked that she did, and she did it as in-depth as she did. So I decided I would as well, because if anyone's been on my Patreon, they know kind of where I'm going to go with it. But I'm just going to do it, and we'll get over it, and then I've got other big stuff to fry. Okay, so if anybody hasn't seen the portrait, this is it. I mean, this is it. So I'm not going to play her because I don't know about copyright and stuff and whatever, and I don't think I need to. I can do my own commentary. But this was a picture, or a comment, I apologize, from underneath her video. And somebody wrote, the artist is known to use his own blood in the red paint, and that's all I needed to hear. And then I wrote, Kelt thinks it was on purpose, saying his eyes look dead or sinister. She couldn't find any good comments, you guys. She couldn't. And that's from her. Like, you can go check her out, and please do. She's awesome. But that is what she said. So, to me, that was pretty big, because like I said, she doesn't really kind of go there, these kind of things. Again, courtesy of Kelt Views, she couldn't see anything until she turned it upside down. And then you see what you see in front of you, which is called the Baphomet. I don't know if everybody knows that, but I will let you guys know just a little bit about it. I'm not going to go into depth. That's not what I want to do. Let's just say it's not good, okay? Again, Kelt Views, and somebody did this for her so she was able to see it even more clearly. You can't get around it, right? It's credit to the creator of this demo. I don't know who the creator of the demo is. It's from Kelt Views, so it would be there, I suspect, if anybody wants to check it out. But, yeah. So I caught a couple comments. This one said, there's no way it's a coincidence that it shows the Baphomet upside down. Agreed. And then this popped up in my feed. It's people who don't even talk about the royal family, really, right? Anyways, it said King Charles' satanic portrait. It's a doctor. Someone said, as an artist myself, I can assure you that every single detail is made consciously in works like this. The painter knew what he was doing, and everything has a meaning and a reason for being there, from the color palette to the elements included, not included. So I'm not going to get heavy into this, you guys, but if you don't know what a Baphomet is, you should, right? And it just says it's an occult, pagan, and religious icon, blah, blah, blah. I'm not really going to get into it much. It's the legs of a goat, body of a human. But basically, it's a symbol of the Church of Satan, okay? A modern religious organization. Scholars believe the term Baphomet likely originated during the Middle Ages when the European Christians fought the Turks during the Crusades. And this will be it for me. Baphomet is obviously androgynous with female breasts and very phallic. Caducence? I'm not sure. Representing the union of male and female. Basically, you guys, the elite, they worship this thing. Yeah. That's all I'll say about that. But, the portrait is not good. I don't get it. It's in your face. Not cool. I have not seen a single anything that has been positive about it. Okay. So I just wanted to put my 2 bits in. I think they should pull it down and redo, honestly, and get rid of that artist if that's what he's doing, right? With his, no, that's a big effing no from me. So you guys, I only have 2 chapters. I really didn't know how to, break this one up because it kind of flows together. So I thought instead I'll put a little commercial in between, you know what I mean, but it'll still be the same chapter because it's dealing with the same stuff. So anyways, I will read this part out before we have a commercial. I posted about this event in the chat, but I'll say it again here. A big deal keeps being made about Has not seeing Will and King, but he's not seeing his cousins either. That says a lot. The York girls, I think, were the only ones close with H. We have enough clues to form the context. Beatrice has chosen the family. And Huge, well, she's still pretty close to the duo. I don't know what it will take for that woman to wise up, lose her animosity towards Catherine, and realize she's being used for tabloid fodder. Whereas William has been close to his extended family and cousins, uncles, and aunts pretty much for as long as I can recall. And it's true. Eugenie has a hate on for Catherine. And before it was, oh, you're a commoner. But I think now it has to do also with Rochel. What is Eugenie's beef with the CPOW? Well, Catherine, Princess of Wales. This goes back to their earliest teen years. Their beef with the Catherine, Princess of Wales is petty jealousy grown out of deep-seated insecurities and their ridiculous parents lording over both of them that they are princess royals. Oh, well, Catherine is the future queen, period. End of story, mean girls. And neither of the York girls are princess royals. The only princess royal is Anne. And that's true. Very true.
How does it feel having a Buckingham Palace as your private property?
Well, I don't know, because it isn't. No, it's a state-owned establishment. I wasn't actually born there. I have my office there, and the Queen lives there, but it's not really private property.
I snuck that in there because I know I don't put a lot of the other royals, but I really do respect Anne. She's one of the rare ones that I actually quite have a deep fondness for. So, and I love her sense of humor. So, anyways, the last thing that I know so far, Prince William is forced to cancel a royal visit the last minute. Says the Prince of Wales has made a last-minute decision to cancel a planned royal engagement. And I just wrote family first. All I can say is I'm praying Catherine's okay. I don't know what else I can say about that. I just pray that she's okay. And I have absolutely no problem whatsoever, at least in my mind, if he has to take time, right? That is what Catherine needs, and that's her husband, and it doesn't matter if they're king, queen, who they are, right? They're humans, and I respect that. So yeah. But he did show up a few days ago to the Sovereign's garden party at Buckingham Palace. And boy, did he look dapper. He looked wonderful. Like, you got to admit, William's a handsome looking man. So I saw this online and almost died. I'm like, absolutely no competition here. Seriously, who told the second son he was a serious competitor? Who lied to him? I mean, there is no competition. There is just none, right? Like, my God. And I'm sorry, but William looks smashing right there. Like, he really does. Wow. So I'll just show a couple of the pictures of who was there. No, I'm not going to get too much into it. I know you guys all probably know about it anyway. But of course, the York girl showed up. I'm not surprised Beatrice did or anything, and even Eugenie, but apparently I heard she made some sort of speech of how happy she is to support the monarchy, blah, 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 which is very odd because Beatrice should do that as the oldest. So, yeah, I think she's a little worried she's going to get cut off because she's a traitor in my eyes. In my eyes, right? And then, of course, there's Mike on the bottom there being Mike. And that's what I wrote here, Eugenie switching sides, because it certainly seems to be that way, or at least trying to appear that way. So I saw this and I was like, yes, Zara Tyndall. So like the epitome of class, right? And I wrote, Rochel, look how you wear heels in grass. Because Zara knows that wearing sharp heels is not a good thing in grass or on a gym floor or whatever, right? So she does what she should do. And I think that is awesome. And it just shows you how classless Rochel really is, to be honest. But okay, let's have a little commercial and then we will get back to some very interesting stuff I have to show you.
Sole purpose to do whatever you tell me, drill sergeant. God damn it, Gump! You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160. You are goddamn gifted, Private Gump.
I just want to clear something up because everyone's just like, Meghan Markle, why'd you leave the monarchy? Meghan Markle, you had it so good. Meghan Markle. I just want to tell you guys, it was so weird. There's so many rules. They're just like, Meghan Markle, wave like this, curtsy like this. Meghan Markle, don't high five the waiter. And I'm just like, why not? These are bomb-ass zucchini chips. And then my husband, what the is his name? Oh my God, what is his name? William's brother's all pissed because I was in the palace just like, I'm Meghan Markle, I get to do what I want, I'm an American, you tell that old bag of bones. And the queen was right behind me. I'm just like, F my L. My husband, I want to say Mark, was just like, we've got to be proper in front of Gram. I'm just like, oh my God, grow a sack, Harry. Harry. His name is Harry. Ew, gross. Meghan Markle.
Alrighty. Well, I just want you guys to know, anyone that's seen that commercial before, on occasion, I reuse some because some people haven't seen them or I've used them a long time ago and they're really funny. But the other commercials I have are all brand new. And the last one is a brand new Sam, which I'm really excited about because I haven't watched it yet. So I get to laugh with you guys. But okay, let's get into this because this shocked me. So it said, video of Andrew and Huge at Balmoral viewing after the Queen's passing. And someone wrote, I'm glad you put that in quotes. More like the kind of father you see on SVU, Special Victims Unit. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? What? So, of course, I Googled and I got a couple photos. And then I'm going to show you what they're talking about. And I was like, oh my God. But anyways, here's a couple photos. Like, look at him. He's got his hands clenched. And it's Eugenie. If you look, it's Eugenie. It's not Beatrice. It's always Eugenie. So, have you guys seen that before? I have not. And my first instinct was that was inappropriate as hell. And if he'll do that in front of literally the world, because that's who was watching, what the F is he doing behind closed doors? Because I know a lot about this guy, okay? And some stuff is not YouTube friendly. Let's just say that. And he has done some things. And what the hell? You tell me, please. Please, let me know if I'm overreacting, but I don't think so. Otherwise, why would somebody even say that for me to go looking for that footage? Because nobody told me about it. I went looking for it, and it was from the Daily Mail. So, holy moly. So I thought I would just share that with y'all because that's what I do. Another Nanaloo meme. So cute. My new sister Invisibet. So basically this is kind of the entry into the babies. I always, like I said before, have something to do with the babies or the bumps or something, because to me, it has always been the biggest thing, okay? Like, I know there's a lot of nasty shit they do. I have it in Patreon, believe you me. But to me, the biggest con are these children. So, let's go forward. Oh, and that's just me. That's how I say babies lots. I say babies. Okay, so basically I'll start with the newest thing, which isn't new. I've had it out for weeks, but People magazine, and then has it out as that is Rochel with Artificial, and we know better. I mean, I've covered it. Other people have covered it. No. So I put a few of my own pics up there. But Royally Sage said, mystery solved. This is Eugenie and her own kid being paraded around as Harry's wife and son in the media. He's right, or she's right, or I'm not sure. But anyway, so I put the one in the corner that said Archofficial number 15 because that's the one they used. And honestly, that Eugenie was in LA. Oh, and they say, hello, everyone. I have a very serious question to ask y'all. I would love to hear what everyone thinks. Who is this woman? And they mean up above. And obviously, that's Eugenie. Like, look at the legs even. There's no way those are Rochel's legs. I mean, come on now. And then, of course, in the bottom is August's dad. And I don't know why looks like he's got long hair. I don't know what's up with that. I'm not sure. But I mean, that is evidently August, and that it looks like the Netflix Archie. So yeah. And again, I've put these together. One's August, one's what I call Netflix Archie. It's the same kid. It's the same kid. I mean, come on. Okay, I'm just going to stay on Archofficial first, and then I'm going to go to Invisibet. So this was actually on the day he was supposedly born, right? So I thought, okay, this is interesting because somebody put this up May 6, 2019. And it said, here's the official announcement on the easel at Buckingham Palace on hashtag baby Sussex. He was born at Frogmore Cottage, but unlike other royal baby announcements, the midwives who delivered him aren't named, as hashtag Meghan and Harry wanted to keep it private. Yeah. And I just wrote, can't believe they thought that they could get away with this. Like, So anyways, at the bottom she writes, correction, we were led to believe by palace aides that baby Sussex was born at Frogmore Cottage, but in fact, he arrived at private London hospital, the Portland. All other details are still the same. Can't wait to see a picture of him on Wednesday with his proud parents. What a load of crap. What a load of crap. And here again is the massive difference in archofficials, right? As when, well, I guess they hadn't named, their first child, Prince William and Princess Catherine, George. So they were delivered of a son, right? There's not a signature to be had on Archie's. It looks very bizarre. I mean, even the date is typed. The date is not typed on George's. right? So, WTF? I know most of us have seen this, but I always have to think about the people who haven't, right? So this was obviously the tweet, not on the easel, but on May 6, 2019 at 3:02 a.m. And it says from Kensington Palace, Kensington Royal, but if you look on the bottom, it's Frogmore Cottage. And I personally, this is just me, I personally believe it was probably Harry because of the spelling or the grammar isn't proper. There's no capital on we, no period after misunderstanding. And that just wouldn't happen, right? And it says, this is a public announcement. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex used the services of a surrogate. We apologize for any misunderstanding. Now, it was up for just a couple minutes and then taken down. So I truly believe Harry maybe thought, I'm going to be in big shit if I don't just be truthful. I don't necessarily think he had any conscience about it. I think he's worried about getting in shit. So anyways, I also believe Rochel made him take it down. Purely my belief. But I don't know anybody else that lived at Frogmore Cottage and would have done this at 3:02 a.m. Just saying. And now I wanted to just show really quickly, it's not new footage, but it's kind of new in the way they've done it of them with showing Archie. And yeah, it says on there too that Rochel forgot she had a belly because of where her hand goes and everything, but it's very noticeable Harry's thumb going into the baby or the doll.
Wow. He's already got a little bit of facial hair as well. Wonderful. Just in the family. Guys, thank you.
Thank you
very,
all
very
so
much.
much.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
And thank you everybody for all the well wishes and the kindness. It just means so much. Thank you.
Wow.
One more time. Look at that, you
He's already got a
guys.
little bit of facial hair as well.
Look at that.
Just in the family. Guys, thank you.
Thank
very,
you all
very
so
much.
much.
Thanks for your
And he
time.
does it some more. There he is with the thumb again.
All the well wishes and the kindness.
I mean,
It just means so much.
holy moly. Wow. Now that we know, right? It's so obvious. So I haven't shown this footage before on Quora, but it just shows that what's the very first thing she does? Crosses her legs. Look, there's not a chance in hell you could do that if you had that belly, like a real one. So I just thought, like anytime I get any new footage whatsoever, I show y'all. This one was in Quora, so I just thought I would share it. On to Invisibet. Now, I had a friend send me just a couple things that I had not seen before, and I don't know if you guys have, so I'm really kind of excited to show you, and I can't thank her enough. Not this as much because I think we've seen this before, but I mean, it's interesting to see it again. Where is her ear? I mean, the Photoshop was very bad. No ear to be found on this child. So this was very interesting because I hadn't known anybody that looked up the weather the day that they supposedly had Lilibet's first birthday party. Because she said you can't have a garden party, birthday bash in pouring rain, sit a 1-year-old on the wet grass. 100% right. Because, you can, but obviously what they showed was not that, right? So then I started thinking, because she showed me or sent me another photo, and I went looking just, to verify everything. Not that I don't trust her, but I'm always like that. And sure as shit, if it isn't right, look at this. Same day, 3 different kids. This is Invisibet's first birthday. So I was like, was there 3? Did they put out 3 different pictures? Yes, they did. Because I went looking, and sure as shit, all 3 of them are on her first birthday. What? How is that even flippin' possible? Well, we know it's not, right? Like I'm preaching to the choir. You know what I mean? I just thought it's even more proof, right? Like, this is something I am determined to continue along with all of my fellow creators. This is a big thing for me. So, to get even more proof, it was raining cats and dogs. I don't see any rain there. And this is 3 separate children on her first birthday. I guess I just, sometimes you know how you don't connect things, like when we did the bumps, right? Like I put the months and all of a sudden it just seems so much more real than putting the dates. It's the same thing with this. They're all together and it's like, holy moly. Holy moly. It sickens me that they getting away with this, to be honest. Like, honestly, this is, it's enough now. Okay, so I am done with this chapter now. So I'm going to put on commercial, and then we will get into the ACO water cooler gossip chapter. Yeah.
For fuck's sake, Harry, you've had nearly 6 fucking years in Montecito to work out when, Harriet, to take the fucking rubbish out. And it still needs putting out. The shit. On a Wednesday.
That Meghan and Harry give up their royal duties, right? But on Oprah, they were complaining that the royal family, the palace cut them off financially and won't provide any protection. The protection is taxpayers' money, honey. I mean, if you are her, if you refuse, you think you are too good to give your clients BJs and good fucks. The pimp is not gonna protect you or give you any money, honey. Life is hard, okay? Stop bitching about little shit.
And you and Harry not only made the list, but the cover of Time's most recent edition of the 100 most influential people in the world. Congratulations. Yeah, I just feel very honored that I am on that list. Totally didn't see it coming. I'm still surprised that the Oprah interview was nominated for the Emmy. As you know, Harry and I are really, really trying to lead a more private life. Yeah, I just want to follow in Diana's footsteps and raise my little cherubs and have a little private life. Honestly. I'm doing an interview, honey. Get off me, okay? Go with your dad. Harry, could you get her, please? Okay. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I think it's really something that young women aspire to be like me, because leave it up to me, an American biracial female millennial, to cause a lot of waves in the monarchy. There's something to be said for that. But I must say that a lot of people in our culture today are very judgmental. I get a lot of judgment. But you know what? I put all that energy into people I don't know. And I take care of others. That's what I do. I love taking care of others. What's that? The Queen is in the hospital? Oh, I can't go there. I can't go today. I have an interview. Okay, could you call the Queen and make sure she's okay? I'm so sorry. Where was I? Anyway, yeah, so we'll be going out to dinner, just the 4 of us tonight, for a little private celebration. I think Oprah's gonna come with us too. Okay, I gotta go.
Alrighty, excuse me. It's hard sometimes finding new commercials. But I try really hard, and I think I do an okay job, because like I've been doing this for a while and I've gotten pretty much all of them. I just want everyone to know all the creators for my commercials are in my description always, and that's just how it is. And yeah, we have a new sound for the end, so I'm excited about that. Okay, bits and bobs, blinds, and this is just ACO's water cooler gossip. So I came across this and I was like, what? Wimbledon 2016. Did she crash Cressita's box? saw this on X. She allegedly crashed a box at Wimbledon that had Cressida and her friends. Or Cressida? The looks on their faces. Oh my God. Miss Rochel is not happy. And I wrote, didn't know Cressida was in the box. Rochel has absolutely no shame. Look at her, you guys. They're just looking at her like, what the F? And she just like, she really didn't. She had no shame whatsoever. Absolutely crazy to me. So with things I find, they're not in order, but that's totally cool. That's what this is all about. So did Megan Photoshop herself into this picture? Because honestly, look, you guys. It looks like she did. And you know what? Neither one of these ladies ever came out and said, yes, she was with us. What was this? I think it was supposed to be Taylor Swift's concert. Something. Cannot recall at the top of my head. I apologize. But honestly, that is the same picture except reverse. Like, wow. Yeah, to me, she totally did. Yep. So a sub sent me this. Again, thank you so much. I knew about this, but I hadn't read about it. Like, through MSM, I guess. In The Guardian, it says, Prince Harry quizzed by police about shooting of rare birds. We know that he's, you know, I can't say the word, but you know what I mean. He is not good to animals. Like, none of them. I've showed you his big kills, or whatever they call them, right? But rare birds, it's all bad. Like, he could give a rat's ass. He pretends now, since he was with Rochel, but he don't care. He makes me sick, to be honest. So, on Twitter, X, Christopher Boozy, and why is this guy still around? Honestly. He writes, listen to this. Approximately 9 million women are diagnosed with cancer each year globally. The vast majority of those women do not stop working while undergoing treatment. Kate, it's Princess Catherine, hasn't been seen in public since December, and no matter how much the UK press tries to spin it, it's not normal. Well, how about asshole? She had major surgery and then was treated for cancer. So she had two big things going on, and she had to get better after the surgery. She even said that before she could start treatment. And how about it's none of your damn business, you freak? I can't stand this guy. And I haven't looked yet. I have not had the time, but as soon as this is done, I plan on it. But a sub told me that our dear, precious Yankee, her YouTube channel's down again. And we all know why. We all know why. And it just makes me sick. Honestly, as soon as I heard she was back, I was one of the first ones there. I have been with that woman since the day she started, as I know a lot of you have. And she has done nothing to deserve the kind of crap that this son of a bitch has been put her through. It makes me, so angry. Because I know he's behind it. Well, we know who's really behind it, but you know what I'm saying. So, I don't know. Write letters, do what you can for YouTube, and get Yankee her channel back. Like, I'm going to try as much as possible. That's why I've said anything right now, because I love that lady. I did a video on her and everything. Like, yeah, it's not right. She didn't do anything wrong. She didn't do anything wrong. So I just wanted to show you guys the absolute crap that these people are putting out. The Sugars, Boozy, all for Rochel. Because I actually wrote, what the actual fuck is wrong with these people? Excuse my French. But this is sick. Oh dear, the Kate Middleton rumors are starting again. Slipped into a coma after overdosing on sleeping pills. What? in the early evening of the 28th of December, after tea, we found her unconscious in her room and she got taken away to the hospital. We never saw her again. Hashtag where's Kate Middleton? Who said that nonsense? Honestly, this was 3 days ago. How pathetic. Ugh. The bullying this woman gets for nothing, for existing. Why has Rochelle not been arrested? That's what I'd like to know. God. So how bizarre is this, you guys? Remember last time I read about Paul Burrell and him saying that she called herself Megan Smith, blah, blah. And I had said, like, I don't know, I don't believe everything he said, don't get me wrong. But I said it wouldn't surprise me at all if she actually did use Megan Smith for some things, like, you know, hotel rooms or whatever. And then someone wrote me this and I was like, oh my God. Megan was a nightmare to work with. Testing the crew miserably, not speaking to them, etc. This is on Suits. Typical Nathan's typical attitude. Everyone is below her. Well, she would have to stay at a hotel for a week or more and she would register under a different name to avoid fans. Megan Smith, to avoid those hordes of non-existent fans. There is the name Megan Smith. God knows what she did. She worked for Rent-A for 6 months or more. Oh, maybe this wasn't Suits. I'm not sure. What did she work? Sorry guys, I'd have to look into that. Anyway, she apparently used the name Megan Smith for this particular job. So, I'm not surprised. I actually believe this. I'm not saying the rest is true, but I mean, lots of people use a different name when they get into a hotel room, right? So yeah, that wouldn't surprise me at all. I'm not saying she went and said that she didn't, you know, have other parents and stuff to people, but yeah, to register her name, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Look at this. This is before Harry on the set of Suits. What the hell? Like, what? I'm assuming this looks like her, you know, a co-star or whatever, but oh my God, it looks like Harry too. It is so weird. Weird. So co-stars on Suits, right? And it says, oh, Max, how much fun was it playing with these beauties, da-da-da. And all I could think of was, are you high, Rochelle? Look at her. She looks completely loaded. That's all I could think of. So I thought I'd share that with you guys. And a sub sent me this too. Meghan Markle stars in cookery show never before seen in the UK. And I wrote mask slippage because obviously that's what it looks like. So yeah. She was on a few different things, a few different cooking shows and stuff. You know what I mean? Little bit parts here and there or whatever. Not that she knew what she was doing, but you can tell that she is looking at that woman like almost with hatred. Like that's no surprise, right? So I just wanted to show this real quick and then I'm going to get into the blinds. But I don't know if anybody knows who Tom McDonald is, but anyways, he's a rapper, but he's on his own. He's independent. He's really awesome. Anyways, this is what actual giving is. And I missed Memorial Day. I didn't even know, because I'm from Canada. We do November 11th, so I apologize. But he wrote, let's give back to the people who have given us so much. See you Friday. Over the past 2 years, we've raised over $200,000 for the brave men and women who have fought for this country and their families. This year, I hope we can raise more than ever before. And what he does is he spends a day, whatever he sells on a certain day, hats, whatever, his music, everything, every dime goes to the veterans. So great respect there. Yeah. He's actually from Canada. He's actually from 2 hours from me, but he's become a U.S. citizen, so good on him. You know, that's fine. Okay, blind. So this one doesn't have comments, but it was still interesting. Wednesday, June 16th, 2021. More lies from the illiterate one. There was no video call to Grandma. Shocker. And apparently she has done something to anger the one named Permanent A-plus lister, Oprah, because the A-plus lister's social media has barely a mention of the illiterate one and her husband. It used to be filled with mentions. Yep. Okay, so this one's an older one. October 19, 2022. One of the people that quit so many years ago because they hated working for the illiterate one does in fact have a recording of the illiterate one talking about the whole plane crash thing. Meghan Markle. Comments. I love the comments. As we know, we learned so much. Okay. Refers to royalty having at least 2 children known as an heir and a spare for lineage purposes in case something happens to the firstborn child. Release the effing Kraken and end this bitch already, please. I know I'm slow, but what exactly is Kraken? I've seen it twice today and I think I know, but I'd like to know for sure. Or I'd like confirmation. Apologize. Release the recording so we can stick a fork in both of them. RF know everything. I'm enjoying their drip feeding the long game. I imagine Harry's wife must be on an interesting pharmaceutical cocktail to get up, maintain, and go to bed. Looks like she's currently going through a bulimic stage. Oh, yep. The royal family does know everything about Markle. No one marries into the RF without a lengthy and thorough investigation into their background by experienced investigators. The RF have been well aware of Markle's character since the engagement. The wise queen let her dig her own hole, and she has no need to take any action. The spiral has begun, and for that we can truly be thankful. Which is why I'm shocked she made it to the RF with a dossier such as hers. I'll never understand how she pulled it off. Right? Both Harry and Markle blackmailed the Queen. They get their way or else. That's right. We have speculating the vetting of MM began with the prince's initial contact with her. They know stuff Her Majesty's Secret Service. I imagine Charles wishes he'd paid her to go away in their early days of dating. Think he foolishly thought it would be good for the monarchy. Regrets it every second of every day. Even if he had paid for her, she has no honor at all, and would have taken the money and still run her mouth through others. You got that right. She's a gutter slug with no moral compass at all. Knowing that trash she has ever been so close. Thanks, dimwit Harry. I've said from the very beginning that she will cheapen the royal family, but she is much worse than I could have ever imagined. Me too. Or the wine and pill phase. I heard that William, Catherine, and their children can no longer fly on the same plane together. I definitely think William and George should travel separate. I believe it goes into effect when George reaches a certain age. But this should have been implemented from birth, in my humble opinion. That's routine for an heir in their family now that Charles is king. Funny, it doesn't appear that she even wants to be a royal with all its responsibilities. She just wants the perks and the power. Lucky us, we have time for 3. So this is the brand new one, you guys. Apparently, the streaming giant was a lot miffed at the illiterate one because they wanted her to do an upfront presentation about her new show, and she thought it was beneath her status to be there. You should have heard the reaction from the celebrity chef when he heard that one. He was there for his network and always is. I believe that's Gordon Ramsay. Could you imagine? He would have flipped out. The lack of talent and charisma doesn't help her either. Beneath her status? What was it? Held in some subterranean lair at the bottom of the Marina Trench? Ouch, I wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Darling, I have no bad side. Shonda Rhimes, Jamie Foxx, Cameron Diaz, Mindy Kaling, and Kate Hudson were all not too big to show up and promote their stuff. Netflix got markled. If that's the case, MM is awfully slow to pick up on the reality of her life situation. She must walk around wearing blinkers. Talk about believing your own publicity. She's a legend in her own lunchtime. Brilliant. Upfronts are simply in-person selling of their upcoming shows. It's expected for the people involved to actually show up to create some excitement. No surprise that Madame could not be bothered. It's beneath her. So this is the last one, guys, but it's pretty funny. Andrew warned Harry. He didn't listen. I wonder exactly what Meghan did to land him. She made the best roast chicken. She gives a good blow. That's what H liked. Or simply gave him blow. Sucked the chrome off the bumper of a 59 Caddy. Oh, Lord. Okay, guys. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed what I had to show you. I had fun. I'm going to have a blast with Sam. So let's watch Sam. And yes, thank you so very much. A like, comment, sub would be wonderful. Yes, thank you so much, you guys. Okay, I will see you in the next one. And let's hope and pray you get this one soon.
Exactly what we're supposed to do. Sing, join in, look a tad patriotic.
But we're not into all that patriotism stuff, you know? Have you ever seen the film The Patriot with Mel Gibson? Well, it's enough to put anyone off. Shocking.
I'm going to be honest, I forgot the words, you know. Well, more accurately, I never learned the words, you know, 'cause it's not that memorable for a song, you know. For a song, it's all right, but, you know, it's no Beyonce.
No. Have you seen that new picture of Beyonce in her chaps? Yeah. It's been cut out at the back to expose the full meatiness of her rump steaks.
I'm not sure I want you watching TV unsupervised anymore, Harry.
Oh, Kevin was there.
Is this Kevin spelt with a C? Yeah, that's him. And what exactly was Kevin doing?
Well, he was on his own trip to the motherland, if you follow.
Well, if Kevin's going to go on a trip to discover his Native American tribal name, then he should at least set up the parental controls beforehand.
So you say you're not big on patriotism?
No, because patriotism is just one step away from the colonialism that my ancestors suffered.
Right, so you just stood there, silent, your lips rigid, larynx unstimulated, looking, well, quite frankly, odd. I thought we held ourselves with a regal bearing.
Yes, but you also think you're an expert on mental health, Harry. So, anyway, I think that Rosemary Ragu, who just loves sniffing glue, says it best when comparing the level of awkwardness to when a sign language translator lies about their credentials and just starts dancing around meaninglessly during a serious speech. You know, I was embarrassed to be associated with it, you know, if I'm being honest. As it is to be associated with you. But do you not realize that the only reason you're in Nigeria, indeed the only reason that anyone cares you're in Nigeria, is because of royalty, because of patriotism? Yeah, we were there because I'm 43% Nigerian and I wanted to go and discover my roots.
After dyeing them.
But is it not the height of disrespect to surf the waves of royal notoriety and then disregard the institution when the cameras are on you? Yeah, well, that may well be, but that's not my concern, right? Okay, when the cameras are rolling, the only concern I have is that of highlighting injustices, inequalities, and the extensiveness of my wardrobe.
I mean, how much longer have we really got until age and boredom shuffles us off into the dark room of obscurity, you know? I mean, how much longer until no one wants to see my Meghan's bony little clavicle anymore? I mean, this is a time-sensitive issue, Cobalt.
But are you not concerned that this inconsistent and tainted narrative will one day implode? You know, cashing in on your royal status for free air miles while simultaneously dishonouring the national anthem, or bemoaning inequality and poverty whilst only hobnobbing with the rich, elites and celebrities. Yeah, that's why it's time sensitive. You know, I got to get my foot in the door while I'm still wearing expensive enough shoes.
God save our gracious Meg.
Singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the